Hello there. This is going over the problem you were having with models and asset bundles being corrupted after a save after being injected with the D&D mini injector. This is actually not a problem with the mini injector or any compatibility issue with those asset bundles or models. It is actually a bug with the Fog of War system, and it has already been reported on the Nolt site for Tabletop Simulator, and I'll put those links later, but I'll describe it and show it without using the injector for now. These are two fresh minis, one from the workshop that you provided, and then one from a Monster Hunter workshop. This is the Valstrax model. So this one is an asset bundle, and this one is a model. If I delete these, and so these ones are in infinite bags, so they're not created yet. For this bug to be in effect, I'll first showcase it not happening. If we save these, all right, and load it up, they're fine. If I inject these and save, they're also fine. The problem comes when I start putting Fog of War into the picture. So I'm going to delete these, spawn a Fog of War, and then put two fresh minis down. I'm once again going to save it, and nothing will go wrong here. Okay? As soon as I turn on the Ignore Fog of War toggle and save it, those minis are completely corrupted. This happens when you create a Fog of War and drag and create minis after the Fog of War is created and save it with the Fog of War still there. So in this case, if I turn Ignore Fog of War on, and let me just make sure I did that, yes, okay. But now if I go in and remove the Fog of War and save, we're fine, okay? So this only happens when the Fog of War is still in effect and you've saved that way. This is a problem with my mini injector because let me actually get two fresh models here. So I'll delete these just so we know there's nothing weird going on. We'll get two fresh models. They do not have Ignore Fog of War turned on. When they're injected by the mini injector, player-controlled characters have Ignore Fog of War turned on because you players need to be able to see their minis in the Fog of War. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to see their own miniatures. The solution to this, and this isn't something that I can fix, at least on my side, is when you save your table, you can either blindfold your players or kick them out of the table before you do your final save for the night. Don't save with the Fog of War still there, and then everything is fine. It's unfortunate that this happened to your table where everything got nuked, but once again, that only applies to player-controlled character objects, and so NPCs do not have that turned on so that the NPCs can hide in Fog of War. But the main thing is do not save with the Fog of War still there. Do not do your final save for the night anyway. I will put the links to the issues that are on Tabletop Simulator's bug tracker in the description, and I'll also link them on the workshop. But this should give you a good description of what the actual problem is. It is not a problem with the injector or the miniatures or any kind of interaction between that. It's purely because of the Fog of War system. So I hope this helps. Have a wonderful night.